Hello, this is IT Intolo. Today, I'd like to share with you an article titled Cloudflare Handles 26 Million DOS Attacks per Second. Introduction. More than a decade ago, in a social networking chat with a first-time engineer, I asked him, is it possible to block DOS on the ISP side based on source IP and routing information? I asked him. The engineer said, it seems to be difficult to judge the validity of the route. At that time, my question was based on UDP-based forged IPS and amplified attacks. This time, HTTPS is TCP-based, session establishment by three-way handshake is a prerequisite, so the logic of attack and defense must be completely different. Then, how is the attack identified in this case? If this is explained in an easy-to-understand manner, the appeal would be even stronger. I am feeling impatient because I haven't caught up with my studies yet. Splashing seat symbol. Also, while DOS is frequently discussed by upstream industries such as cloud providers and ISPs, I, as an ordinary person, do not feel familiar with it. If you have any experiences, I would like to share information. Now, below, I post the original and translation of the Cloudflare article. Cloudflare responds to largest DOS attack ever at 26 million per second. June 14, 2022. Last week, Cloudflare automatically detected and mitigated a DOS attack of 26 million requests per second. This is the largest HTTPS DOS attack ever. This attack targeted the websites of customers with Cloudflare's free plans. This attack, like the previous 15 million requests per second attack, originated from a cloud service provider, not a residential internet service provider, indicating that a hijacked virtual machine or powerful server was used in the attack. Record-breaking attacks. Over the past year, we have witnessed one record-breaking attack after another, a 17.2 million RPs HTTP DOS attack in August 2021, and more recently, a 15 million RPs HTTPS DOS attack exposed in April. All of these were automatically detected and mitigated by our HTTP DOS managed rule set with our autonomous edge DOS protection system. The 26M RPs DOS attacks originated from a small but powerful botnet of 5,067 devices. On average, each node generated approximately 5,200 RPs at its peak. To compare the size of this botnet, we tracked another botnet that was much larger but less powerful, consisting of more than 730,000 devices. The latter botnet could not generate more than 1 million requests per second and averaged about 1.3 requests per second per device. This means that this botnet was on average 4,000 times more powerful because of its use of virtual machines and servers. It is also worth noting that the attacks were conducted via HTTPS, which is expensive in terms of the computational resources required because of the high cost of establishing a secure TLS encrypted connection for an HTTPS DOS attack. Thus, it is more expensive for the attacker to launch the attack and for the victim to mitigate the attack. While there have been very large-scale attacks in the past using unencrypted HTTP, this attack stands out in terms of the resources required for its scale. Note that HTTPS DOS is no longer a DOS mitigation measure, since HTTPS DOS is possible if the attacker is so inclined. The botnet generated more than 212 million HTTPS requests in less than 30 seconds from over 1,500 networks in 121 countries. The top countries were Indonesia, the United States, Brazil, and Russia. In addition, approximately 3% of the attacks were conducted via Tor nodes. The top attack source networks were OVH, municipality number 16,276, in France, Telkomnet, ASN 7713, in Indonesia, the US-based IBOS, ASN 137922, and the Libyan Agil, ASN 37284. DOS threat landscape. When considering DOS countermeasures, it is important to understand the attack landscape. The recent DOS Trends report shows that most attacks, including cyber vandalism, are small-scale. However, Even small-scale attacks can have a serious impact on unprotected Internet properties. Large-scale attacks, on the other hand, are increasing in size and frequency, but remain brief and swift. Attackers attempt to evade detection by concentrating the power of their botnets into a single destructive blow. DOS attacks may be initiated by humans, but they are generated by machines. By the time humans are able to respond to the attack may be over. And even if the attack is quick, network and application failure events can continue long after the attack is over, damaging revenue and reputation. For this reason, it is recommended that Internet assets be protected with automated, always-on protection services that do not rely on humans to detect and mitigate attacks. Helping build a better Internet. At Cloudflare, everything we do is guided by our mission to help build a better Internet, and the vision of the DOS team is derived from this mission. Our goal is to make the impact of DOS attacks a thing of the past. The level of protection we provide is unmetered and unlimited. It is not tied to the size of the attack, the number of attacks, or the duration of the attack. This is especially important these days because, as we have seen recently, attacks are becoming more and more common. This is especially important these days because, as we have seen recently, attacks are getting bigger and more frequent. Not using Cloudflare yet? Start now with our free and pro plans to protect your websites, or contact us for comprehensive DOS protection for your entire network using Magic Transit. Source: Cloudflare mitigates 26 million requests per second DOS attack, 06/14 Cloudflare. Reference: Cloudflare detects and successfully mitigates 26 million DOS attacks per second, 06/15 Gigazine.